why it's almost like there are a significant amount of people just hypnotized into not realizing that they're alive at all. And that, if that makes any sense, like life itself is not just a given, if that makes sense. And it's like there's like a hypnot there's it's I don't know how to. Now, I've never lived this way, so that's hard, which is why I moved to Europe, met my wife, which is why I'm in Japan. I'll give you an example. When at my wedding, me and my wife kind of eloped, and my brother, when he now we met each other, we knew each other, we had studied together for like 9 months, but we didn't date. So when I say eloped, we moved quickly in 3 months, right? Friends, dating, engaged, married in 3 months, right? My family had never met her. Excuse me, that's not true. Met her 10 days. She visited on vacation. That's it. So it was like a very quick thing. And my brother at the wedding said, if you told me that Quinton was going to go on vacation to Japan and elope and get married, I would have told you that you knew him very well. That's just always who I've been. How can couples specifically start to break that hypnotism of the day-to-day routine that, or not even, see, it's not even a routine. That's not even the enemy, but I don't know, like just this wake up, for lack of better words. And I don't like using that. And I need to come up with a better way to say that because it's so overused and used in 700 different manners. But how can they just wake up that you've seen to realize like you are blessed to have the person next to you. And if you're not, because it's an abusive or there's issues, there are different, there's a whole set of solutions on the side here that we need to go through. But if you guys are trying to work this thing out and you guys if there's even the slightest bit of wanting to, you're blessed and you're alive and you get one life in this body, regardless of your religion. They only agree on one thing. You get one life in this body, right? How do you get people to wake up from that hypnotism?
Well, first of all, I think, and you'll love this, is that people need to reconnect with their faith. And I don't, even if it's faith in yourself, whether or not you want to have faith in a higher power, at least cultivate some type of faith. I grew up in Canada where they're day by day, week by week, month by month, stripping away faith out of our society. Like if you say the word God, people think you misspoke and meant to say dog. Like honestly, they've disconnected people from faith. And why that's a big problem is because if you have faith, then you must believe in something. And you must be able to believe in yourself. And I think what happens is when you strip away faith, people lose the ability to believe in themselves. And when you lose the ability to believe in yourself, you stop believing that you're capable of everything that you want, and you stop believing that you deserve everything that you want. And this is where the problem lies. Because I truly believe, now you've had a son, every woman on the planet that gives birth to a child will tell you that on that first moment that that child was put on her chest, that child had a personality. Instantly, they will say that that child had a personality. So that means that that child was already, had a mind of their own, right? Well, that personality doesn't change, between childhood and adulthood. We still have those bases, that foundational personality that we were born with, right? Those innate who we are, right? Some people call it a soul, right? Well, if we have the same soul, the same personality today that we did when we were born, have you ever met anyone that can look at a newborn baby and say that they weren't perfect? Every child that comes into this world is perfect. It's God's creation. It's the most beautiful thing on the planet. Now, that means if the child was perfect on the day they were born, and you're still that same person because you still have the same soul, the same personality, that means you must be perfect today. And that's how I view people. I view everyone as perfect. You're perfect. I'm perfect. You know, the other 47-year-old man with a coke habit is perfect. Everyone is perfect. And if everyone is perfect and you have faith, then you must believe that you're capable of what you want and you deserve what you want, because perfect people deserve everything that they want, and perfect people are capable of getting whatever they want. And so people can adopt this faith in themselves that they're still a perfect, wonderful being, which is why I eschew labels like ADHD and bipolar and schizophrenic and all the stuff. All those labels are garbage, meaningless, diagnostic attempts to keep people locked into this belief that they're imperfect, right? So I reject all those labels. We can see ourselves as perfect, capable, and deserving. And if that holds true, then there's hope and there's optimism for building whatever relationship that we want, building whatever life we want. So I would tell people that when you can have faith in yourself and faith in God or your higher power, whatever it is, that you deserve and are capable of everything you want, you will see hope and optimism come, and you will make change. But it's when you've lost that faith, that's when, and then the absence of that faith, enter in that self-soothing behavior, open marriage, drugs, porn, all that stuff. I think it's just essentially people that have lost faith in and this belief that they deserve and that they're capable of everything that they want. That's my sales pitch, by the way. That's the only sales pitch I have. It's not complicated and it's not very scientific, but that's my view. So
What's going on, guys? If you like that clip right there, you will love the full interview. You can check that out right there. I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and subscribe, because we got a lot of big things coming up in the near future.